you very much. I recognize most of the faces in the room. I think I've come across most of you in some form or another in different capacities. This is the first speaking engagement, I guess, that I'll be having under my own banner and under my own company. So it's a little bit more exciting for me in that sense than it might have been in the past. I will make note that the presentation didn't have a lot of descriptions in the lead up to this. So if you came in here expecting to hear a whole lot about search engine optimization, the focus of this presentation is on content marketing and how content marketing can affect your search engine optimization, not so much around what you can do to make your search engine optimization better. So I'll forgive anybody that was here to find out about search engine optimization and would like to bail. Feel free. And I thank Tom for putting me up against my previous employers and the colors next door. I don't know whether that's good or bad. But anyway, without further ado, I'll just give a little overview on what I'm going to cover today. So I'm going to talk about content marketing. I'll do a little quick introduction of myself and what the goals of DCCM is. And then talk about content marketing, what it is, what it can do for you as a business or an organization, why content marketing works, some content marketing effects and how it can affect your search engine optimization efforts. And then I'm going to give you kind of what the crux of my business is and what I work with organizations on and what I've worked with my current customers on, which is a 7-step plan for building the content. So how you can navigate that marketplace out there. And then we're going to close it up. I do speak a little fast, so if I start really rambling, when I get excited and passionate, I'll probably talk really fast. Somebody just like wave or do something like that if I'm getting too fast. That tends to happen. So DCCM as a company, as was mentioned, it's a passion for me to see the digital footprint of Cape Breton improve. In recent days, there's been an unprecedented amount, I guess, of conversation happening about Cape Breton in the online world. The unfortunate part is a bunch of Cape Bretoners talking about other Cape Bretoners and what's being invested in and what's not being invested in from a government perspective. It's not the landscape that I think a visitor would want to look at when they're looking at Cape Breton as an option. So I think there's a whole lot that all of us can do to improve what Cape Breton is being viewed upon from the online marketing landscape. Let's stop talking about what our neighbor is doing, and let's start talking about what our neighbor is doing bad or what we disagree with our neighbor or what our opinion might be. And let's start talking about why Cape Breton is the amazing place to be. And that's part of what my goal is and why I've started this company. Content marketing, as you'll see here, trying to pick a picture to go with a profile is a nightmare for me. I just, losing my hair, getting a little older and all that good stuff. So this picture spoke to me most out of everything. And that's October 3rd, 2010 at 7:30 in the morning. Smoky Mountain. We actually had a photo shoot. You can see in the background we had a Mazda Miata with the top down. I don't think the drivers of that car were very happy because they were told to dress like it's summer. October 3rd at 7:30 in the morning for Fun Road. So just a little context of what content marketing means to me. Content is a whole lot of it. It comes down to the work that goes into making that image. And you've seen the image that's taken from that photo shoot day where the back of the heads of the two people in the car going around the turn on the Smoky Mountain. So it's all symbolism of what content marketing is and what it can do for you. I need to speed it up because I'll run out of time if I don't. So, quick recap. Amanda already said most of this, but basically I had to come back to Cape Breton after being away for 15 years. I did want to come back to change of lifestyle. My whole focus was to live a better lifestyle, live more back to nature, get out and hike more, do more activities and enjoyment of the landscape around me. Worked with craft producers, accommodations, a little place up the hill here for a couple of seasons as well to get my feet wet, certainly in the Cape Breton tourism landscape. So through that process, I identified a number of opportunities that I felt Cape Breton tourism could really delve into and to improve upon, and to be able to highlight our overall island into a better sphere within the online world. That came down to knowledge and resources. Everybody I talked to from all sectors that I've worked in, knowledge of how to take advantage of tools and market more effectively is a big gap in what's going on in the marketplace now. And then providing some guidance. It's great to say, okay, now I've just spent 4 years hearing about social media and how important it is that I need to be on Facebook. How do I do it? And I hear that more often than not. So, guiding somebody through the setup process, and then alternative also after that, what happens after you set it up? It's great you can hire an 18-year-old that's been for the summer and manage your Facebook account, but is that person going to meet your organizational goals, and are you going to get to where you want to be at the end of the time the plan's over? So that's what this is all about, and that's why the company was started, and that's hopefully what I hope to help people with in the next couple of months and years to come. So again, the services that I'll look at providing people with content marketing, creating that content plan, 7-step plan that I'm going to share with you at the end of this presentation is what I will go through with most organizations that I start with at this stage. creation and curating programs. Content creation, like I showed in the photo being on top of smoking. Working with a photographer, working with a videographer, working with those people that you need to be able to raise the profile of your property, of your experience, of your organization. So I'd be working on programs to help facilitate that content creation, but also curating content. To me, most of the organizations in Cape Breton, especially the operators in the smaller organizations, don't have big budgets to bring in a high-class photographer, or videographer, or a helicopter to do photo shoots. But there's a whole lot of people out there that have shared pictures online, they have a Twitter account, and they love Cape Breton so much that they post 3 pictures a day. That's curated. If you find that stuff, if you know where to look for it, if you know how to find it, then you can start that conversation about your own property and bring it back and relate to what's happening in Cape Breton and be able to benefit your own business as well. So I'll work on how somebody can work with their own business and work with their own goals to curate content, to find stuff that's already being put out there so that it helps you manage your goals as well. And then basics on creating content channels. Website analysis. It's come up a few times, especially with tourism technology and Lindsay's program that she runs. Similar type of programs are some things that I can offer an analysis of your website, seeing and providing back recommendations on whether you should evolve your website or whether you're in the right spot or not. Project consultation. If you want to build a new website and you don't know where to begin, I can help with that. I'm not an expert in the sense that I'm not going to design a website myself, but I can help you walk through and avoid some of the big pitfalls that can happen along. And then monthly analytics reporting. One of the things that we value very heavily in Destination Cape Breton is the analytics and understanding what you can find out from the number of people that hit your website, where they come from, how they got there, right down to how many pages they visited on your site and what pages on your site are the most popular. To me, that monthly reporting gives you the ability to tweak and change your strategy or plan in midstream and evening. So quickly talking about maybe they're getting me over there. Some of my current clients right now are Destination Cape Breton Association. They definitely are probably at 80% of my time is spent with them right now and handling their social media accounts. So you're seeing Cape Breton Island posting to Facebook, Twitter at this stage. That's coming through me. Working with content, and there's a little snapshot of it there. So we built a full year's content plan around the activities at Destination Cape Breton, what content should be going out when, and the tone and voice and philosophy for all of that. And also Race to Cape 2013. For those of you that don't know, the Penhorn Lakes race will take 5 legs through the course of the Penhorn Lakes, July 17th. And to show you, for those of you that don't know, I have a little record of it. So what is content marketing? Content marketing has been around since the first newspaper came out. It's been around forever. It hasn't really changed. What's changed is the landscape around it and the channels that you have available to you to push your content out to people. So it comes down in a big way with a lot of time. Just keep it slowly. Listening for you, trust me. So basic content marketing, the goal of every content marketing plan is simply to turn a prospective customer into a buyer. I think everybody in the room would agree that that's mostly what we want to do. We want to generate revenue, we want to sell a product, we want to get somebody convinced that the story that we're trying to tell on behalf of our organization or company is something that somebody wants to hear and is going to connect with them. So with all the channels for content marketing, with all the different opportunities to do it, here's the technical definition. Yes, content marketing is owning as opposed to renting media, a marketing process to attract and retain customers by consistently creating and curating content in order to change or enhance a consumer behavior. Who in the room would guess what renting media might be first? You buy a newspaper ad, I think in the Chronicle Herald right now, full page ad in the Chronicle Herald probably $5,000. Over 8 if you want to call it, I'd say. You go home tonight to light your fire and go up your newspaper, your Chronicle Herald gets thrown in the fireplace and lit on fire. You just rented that media for $8,000 of course for one day. When it comes to owning media, why wouldn't you take that same information you're spending $8,000 and put it in a newspaper ad that's going to be seen by a very small percentage of people who actually want to hear the message? Take that same money, invest it in an online space you could build a whole website and then some for $5,000, $8,000. That would be something you could put a whole campaign around that one small little website and have it pumped out for a 6-month period, all to the same cost. And that traffic would then come into that website, hear exactly what you want them to say, but I guarantee you, if you do it right, the people that are being drawn into that website are going to be more qualified and more able to buy than the people you get to the website for your newspaper advertising. Simply because they're only going to click on that ad that draws them into that website if they're interested in what they have. So it's about putting your message out there where people are going to find it, rather than putting it out there where people are going number of years has evolved drastically to be able to adapt into different channels of distributing that content and different ways of being able to target that towards people who want to do it as well. That's what it's all about. So again, we ask the question, what exactly is content marketing? Storytelling. Simple. I think it comes down to that very simple fact. How you deal with that story, how you tell that story becomes the key in making content marketing. So using relevant, engaging content distributed where your ideal customer is searching. How to get your story out there in an effective way to be able to bring business back to your organization. Use a quick example. Race the Cape is an organization. Saw a little 4-day race. They use 120 nautical mile point-to-point race, sailing race in an inland, a wonderful inland sea. Cape Breton, spectacular inland sea, the actual word. We did a proposal to them. We ended up getting a $100 budget Facebook ad for a Christmas time frame, recognizing those that own boats, those that are skippers, the first people that we wanted to target for this race. We're probably at home trying to do extra work on their computer in their home office over the course of Christmas. Probably the time they're going to start saying, okay, I heard all about Facebook, I better start searching. We know a lot of skippers don't have Facebook, but a lot of skippers are business executives and want to know more about Facebook, and when are they going to do it? It's when they're home at Christmas. So we targeted a $100 ad, $100 worth of ad. Cost us 74 cents for everybody to click on that ad in a 10-day period. One of those people turned out to be Stuart Strelling, the executive director, executive editor at Sailing World magazine, the largest sailing magazine in North America. He called us in January the 4th or 5th. He's sending a 30-year veteran rider to take part in a 5-day race in Cape Breton Island. First time the race is ever held. His whole reason, the point-to-point race. It's a throwback to authentic sailing. It's a word, story, the one little piece of that story is that it costs us 74 cents. He's going to be here for free, or he's going to be here for 5 or 6 days. He's probably going to tag 2 or 3 days on it. They're in. It'd be like fly fishing. Okay, we want to get him on the capture. So here's an ability now for the largest sailing magazine. The average viewer or the average subscriber to Sailing World magazine is 3.86 votes. They own 3.86 votes. I can't even fathom it. I don't have one yet. so again, it's putting that message in a place where somebody's searching for it. Turns out he's in Rhode Island. We targeted the whole U.S. seaboard with Facebook right down the corner. Picked up on Rhode Island. You're advertising on Facebook, Rhode Island, separate old little state, tiny little thing on the map. You can miss it really easily. I encourage you not to. There's some really good influential people in that market. So that's what it's all about, content marketing, storytelling. If you talk to people the way that we advertise to people, it's probably get much. That's simple. Buy now. Sale today. Just you start approaching people on the streets with that, and you're going to be in trouble. And I'm running into 5 minutes. So content marketing focuses more on the stuff people want instead of what you want to sell. Consumers follow brands for all kinds of different reasons. There will be copies of this presentation. There's a new report, Technocracy just put out a report, 2013 Digital Media Influence Report, and that's where these stats are coming from. So with content, people giving people what they want. People that are using social media channels, the main reason they use Facebook and Twitter is to keep up with activity. If you're a brand and they're following you, they want to know what you're doing. If you're not posting for a 3-month period, you're missing the boat, not giving them what they want. Many other reasons for that too. Content marketing professionals that are using content marketing, 86% of those surveyed in this survey, which was the 2013 Business to Consumer Content Marketing Benchmarks Budget Trends Survey. 86% of content or marketing professionals are using content marketing. 45% of them are increasing the budget for that this year. For the first time since 2008, content marketing has superseded social media as the main thing that people want to increase their budgets on or increase their knowledge on when it comes to marketing professionals. What channels are being used? Again, consumers are using Facebook, or marketing professionals are using these channels to target consumers. 90% of them are using Facebook, 69 Twitter, so on and so forth. You see a big drop once it gets to Pinterest and Flickr, which I find kind of interesting. I could draw all kinds of reasons for that, but it's just speculative. And then, the profile of a best-in-class content marketer. Spend more of their budget on content marketing, use more tactics, tailor your content to specific likes of people. Less challenged with other things. That's not terribly important. SEO to me is very important. Content marketing organizations need to remain search friendly while adhering to the best practices as well. So you can pump out all the stuff in the world that you want. If you're not tagging it properly, you're not linking your right keywords into it, and you're not housing it on your website where it needs to be, you're missing the boat when it comes to SEO. So there's a slide here on 5 best practices for maximizing your SEO while posting content to your different channels. So in making sure that the content is what people want to share, That's why you hear viral videos. They say sex sells, negative sells. You hear that? As I mentioned earlier, negative sells, big sells. Heard that. So all of these things are key elements of. And I'm trying to skip to it really quick. I think a good point at the bottom is don't separate your brand from your content. So tourism sites that make fascinating videos will celestial planet probably aren't going to draw a whole lot of business. Probably not going to stick around a whole lot. So your content needs to be relevant to the people that you're talking to. Never deceive or betray. We've talked about this in the office of Destination Cape Breton, and with our whole new listing program where you can go in and add your cbisland.com website yourself, you can pick the category you're in. Well, if you're a hotel and you want to be listed under restaurants and you don't have a restaurant, that's betraying your customers. So there's all kinds of reasons to want to be listed in multiple categories of the website, but if it's not where you fit, you shouldn't be there. And that comes down to your own website. If you're putting information on your own website or pumping it out through Facebook and Twitter and it's not relevant or isn't correct, you really can't be doing that. It's not good for your SEO and you'll get caught. Google search sliders. You're going to all have this, so I'm not going to really have to eat it up too much. But delivering an exceptional experience and building a true web brand are now essential to long-term SEO success. So good content will deliver good SEO. I got, a minute for my 7 steps? Okay. Situational arousal. Anybody ever do a SWOT analysis? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats? Very same idea. What do we have that helps us tell the story of the organization we're representing? What must be changed to tell that story better? And what needs to stop in order for the story to be relevant? If you're telling something lies, that needs to stop. From these questions, we take an overview, prepare a prioritization process of channels and messages that you can use. Then we take each of those channels. So if you've identified you want to be on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, website, you have a blog, well, those are the channels that we're going to map out a whole process for, and that's going to be specific to objectives. So my Facebook objective is to drive more traffic to my website so that I get more people able to buy my product. That's an objective, and that's how the content plan would map all of those channels out. Your website obviously has a different goal than to drive more people to your website. It already is your website. But your website's goal is to sell conversion. So that's how we identify each channel. We outline what they're focused on and how they work towards the final goal. Content and conversation plan is key. That's the how, when, and where the story is told. So if the combination industry notoriously has slow weekends on Canada Day weekend, first weekend in August, first week of September. Notoriously slow occupancy. There's an opportunity as an occupancy provider that I could say, okay, I know that my windows to be able to impact visitation and sales in my room are going to happen in a couple of weeks prior to that slow time. So I can put out a special deal, I can schedule it now, I can pump it out in my calendar, so that when that last week of June hits, and I'm actually a little busy because it's starting to pick up, but I know that 3rd week away is going to be really slow, but you're already in the mix, and that's already front and center. You don't have to worry about remembering that it's going to slow down. It's going to happen for you automatically. And it happens through the content calendar. You set up the content plan, set up your objectives, set up your tone, voice, and velocity. All of this happens and gets pumped into your calendar so that is your file. That's the thing you go back to every day and see, I see what's coming up this week. I see the content that needs to be posted. If you are hiring an 18-year-old, at least you've got a calendar in place that you can say, I don't want you to post your friends' pictures just because they were at the beach yesterday. I want you focused on the goals that are in this calendar and the meeting posts that are taking place through this course of this calendar. Analysis and measurement is my favorite tool. I could talk the rest of the day, and then some on this one. So I'm not even going to talk about it. But it's important. The insights that you can gain from your website visitation, from the insights on Facebook, from the insights on Twitter now, there's all kinds of little tools out there. EdgeRank for your Facebook pages. If you're not using EdgeRank Checker, I would highly recommend it. It gives you can actually do an industry benchmark and see what other industry is doing. So from Destination Cape Breton standpoint, we have the knowledge from the travel and tourism industry in North America how we're rating in our social media Facebook efforts with the rest of the industry. We're actually doing really well, except for 2 small points, but we're improving on this. And personality. Probably the most valuable piece that a lot of people come out of this content plan with is the personality. How often do I put a post out there? We had a goal last year with Destination Cape Breton of 5 times a day, 3 times a day. I pumped it up to 5 in busy periods. Turns out the stats at the end of the year showed that when we posted twice a day, our engagement rates went through the roof. Because we post a picture in the morning, we post an article, and we post something else. By the time the article and something else came around, the picture was gone off people's feeds. People people like pictures more than they do articles, so hence the engagement was better for the picture. Again, tone. Are you fun and friendly? Are you professional and serious? What's your tone when you're posting in Facebook? What's your tone in Twitter? Different people use Twitter, different people use Facebook, so your tone needs to change for them. Mapping it all out ahead of time with a strategic business goal objective is what's key to doing that. Desired action, structure are all of what's key. And then the content management process: the who, what, when, and where. Tools, people, and resources that you need to be able to make that plan work. And mapping out who's responsible for what, so that there's no finger pointing. Oh, I thought you were posting today. No, I thought you were. Wait a minute, I'm responsible for restaurants, not responsible for hotels. It's a way of making sure that process is full and that there's no